seen anything quite like that. Still here. Lead on. got a bad feeling about this.
It is done. The Defiler is defeated. Take Dawnbreaker from its pedestal. Malkoran is vanquished. Skyrim's dead shall remain at rest. This is as it should be. This is because of you. A new day is dawning, and you shall be its herald. Take the mighty Dawnbreaker, and with it purge corruption from the dark corners of the world. Wield it in my name, that my influence may grow. May the light of certitude guide your efforts.
You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims. Ithran needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with? Vampires? Well, that might change things. Tell me more about what's going on. By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Ithran expects of me. Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Ithran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume. If Ithran is anything, he's stubborn. He's been working on that place for years now. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this. I'll meet you there.
important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here. Do you think mud crabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Oh, just look around, will you? Isran? Wants me? No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last... I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me... Yes, that was my point. I felt it was rather... Look, what is it you want from me? Vampires. Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios. Well, what are they up to? Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated. Interesting. I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran... All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better... But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you? Thank you. It's not much, but this will help a great deal. Now, where is it Isran expects me to go? Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see how much... I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there.
I'm glad we're finally taking the fight to those monsters. I hope the vampires try to attack us here. A lot easier than hunting them down in their holes.
All right, Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Still here. I'll head back home if you need me.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed. Only what I've heard. Back in the Second Era, the Jarl of Riften had a son. Wound up turning into a vampire. The Jarl, unable to kill his own son. Their job was to keep the Jarl's son contained within. They took it. They were eventually forced to put him down. The Jarl banished them from the... fought vampires wherever they found them. I aim to continue that mission. There's only one thing worth remembering. When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead. I've lasted this long because I don't take chances. I cover my tracks and I keep my eyes open. Soreen needs help with her project to improve our crossbows. And if that doesn't interest you, speak with Gunmar. He has something for you. Stay alert. This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I was down there, and why I had the Elder Scroll. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong. Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now? Set my hatred aside? Not a chance. It's what keeps me strong. You'd better know what you're doing. It can stay for now, but if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know, the College of Winterhold was the first. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people... Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit. I mean, as much as anyone. Not a lot. You'd figure a couple 100 years locked away with one would have given me some insight, but no. Turns out you don't learn much from just sleeping with something. Not at this rate, no. That's a long story. I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from? Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. The ceremony was degrading. Let's not revisit that. But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord. I'm not sure it's really your place to judge us. My family has its problems, but they're our. Let's just move on from here, okay? Don't. Just leave me alone for a bit.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed. Stay alert.
Yes?
I lost 2 wives to vampires. I will avenge them. It's good to know that I will not have to do it alone. I'm glad this Dawn Guard exists.
Well, this isn't exactly a palace, is it? Still, it's sturdy, secure, and seems defensible. I suppose I'd rather be here than most other places in Skyrim. If Isran needs me, it must be pretty bad. I wonder what we're up against here. I can certainly try. A basic one, of course. That is, assuming you know anything. Talk to Gunmar if you need materials. Here's everything I have. Sorry there isn't more. I've only heard stories. Not sure if any of them are true. Like that they were supposed to guard some vampire here, but wound up all becoming and then preyed on the rift until finally someone... I guess it doesn't matter now. At least Isran is trying to do something noble with the name. I want to add some punch to our crossbow capabilities. I've done all I can on my own. I need a little inspiration. I've always been fascinated with Dwemer artifacts. I take them apart, poke around in their guts, and try to figure things out. But as luck would have it, I've tracked down the location. So, if you'd be a dear and collect those plans for me? Do you think Florentius really talks to RK?
I'm not sure. I've never heard of the Divine speaking directly to someone before.
So, you think he's just crazy?
I didn't say that. I wondered if perhaps he did it for the attention. But every now and then he'll say something that makes me reconsider.
I suppose we're all a little crazy to be here, right?
If you're putting yourself in harm's way, you'd best be prepared. Take these. Working metal isn't easy. Let me show you a few things. I found another beast hiding from the light of day. He's holed up with a group of bandits. We need to destroy him before he turns his comrades into a brood of vampires. Fight bravely, friend.
Yes?
Need a ride? It's one of them Imperial scholars, right? Old man with a gray robe. Might be that I have, but I can't say for sure. I got enough troubles on my mind just trying to scrape. Can't help you, friend. I might remember better if my pockets weren't so light. Oh, yes. He wanted me to take him out to Dragonbridge, but I told him it ain't one of my stops. See ya.
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. But Rolf is... He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Safe travels.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true, but Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need. I try to keep Grimvar safe, but these are dangerous times. Yes, it is quite sad. A young boy, Aventus Aretino, but he has returned home. And people have heard strange chanting. They say it's the Black Sack. Why a little boy would want to contact a group of murderers is beyond me. But he is inviting evil into this city.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Grow, you old crone! You'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. You've come at last! I knew you would! It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood! You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften. Oh! The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind. But she's not kind. She's terrible. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. Sorry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
So far, this hasn't been too bad. Gets lonely exploring by myself, though. What now?
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelid.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelid. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
You really shouldn't be here. Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelod the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelod runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try. But I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelod hates visitors.
I do hope Mommy and Father come to get me soon.
What do you want? You have no business being in here.
I've been so angry.
Tino? Why, that little bastard. You tell him I'm coming for him, and when I find him, it'll be the beating of his miserable life.
Someone has killed Grelin!
Grelin is dead! Aventus did it!
I submit! Hooray! Grelin the Kind is dead at last! We're saved!
Mercy!
Yay!
Aventus really did it! He got the Dark Brotherhood to kill Grelin.
Hurrah! Hurrah! Hooray!
Just leave here!
Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face Butcher is more like it from what I've heard.
No more!
Do you need something? I'll be here.
Victory is yours! I submit! Enough! Mercy!
When Aventus took off, when he said those things about killing Grelid, I never imagined he was serious.
Ah!
Do you need something? Whenever you're ready.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Take my advice. Don't listen to that
Welcome
talk
to
of the
Riften.
face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon.
Skilled.
Face Butcher
So
is
they'd
more
have
like
you
it from
believe
what I've heard.
it's all lies. Just lies.
My mind is on my experiments today. What did you need? I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and dead... Master Elgrim says I'm a natural. that I have a unique talent. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients. To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 death bells. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me? That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated. It's exhilarating to observe the effects of my potions on the body. Watching the heart. We're made up of thousands of parts with thousands of different functions, all working in tandem to... Yet if only a single part of our imperfect machine fails, life fails. It makes one realize how fragile. You ask why I'm so fascinated? The irony that the same worlds that gave us life... Good. My experiments are at a critical stage, and these are just what I need to finish. Here's some coin for all the trouble. Nirnroot is the easiest. It grows only by the water and makes a unique chiming. Nightshade is native to the pine forest and marshy tundra regions of... Last we have Deathbell, which only grows in marshy tundra terrain. Its inverted bluish-purple flower... My family. I was meant for so much more than all of this. I wish to pledge my... If only my mother would let me. I would make her proud. My experiments can't be completed until you've brought me those ingredients. Do hurry.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a... I'm always looking to replenish my supply. So if you ever come across... Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Perfect. Just perfect. And as promised, here's my trade. Hope you like it. They live below the streets in the ratway like dirty animals. They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. Of course, not. It's Riften's name for the sewers beneath our feet. If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful tunnels. All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joints.
I love it when...
I never should have come here.
These people seem nervous, which makes me nervous.
Grelod the Kind. Is she, you know... Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would... Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. And thank you. Thank you again.
This war has created so many orphans, and so few are willing to open their hearts to them. All right, then.
This place makes me a little uneasy.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Yeah, got this note. Don't know. Creepy fella, black robe, couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Okay, lass. Ready to make some coin? Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. This way, everyone. Over here. need to hear this.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to get
Maurice,
left out.
I've come to warn you that
That's what you
thieves
said
guild
about
has
the
been
wisp
harassing
essence.
shopkeepers
It
again.
turned out to be crushed nerve
I've
root
heard.
mixed with water.
Holy and Kirava
Well,
were
that
speaking
was a
of it just a
simple
little while ago.
misunderstanding. But
I
this
hope
item
that doesn't
is
mean
the
things
real
are going to
thing.
get worse around here.
Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
What can I do for you?
Mystical
Relax,
beings
Maurice.
who live in
I
legends.
have no
and
quarrel
were
with
mastered.
you.
What do you think you're doing? Imagine the power that
ghouls are actually fighting.
Vegetables as crisp.
This way, everyone. Over here. You need to hear this.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's
Fresh
what you said
meats
about
and
the wisp
produce.
essence.
Get them
And it turned
before
out
they're
to be
gone.
crushed nerve root mixed with... water.
Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time.
Damn. I knew I shouldn't have waited.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch. Nah, my organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose... But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it. All right then, let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Fresh
Buy some
meats
armor
and
and live
produce.
to tell about
Get
it.
them before they're gone.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
New around Riften? Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Barb. The bunkhouse isn't free. Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of... She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap.
All right, Branche. Turn out your pockets. We know you have it.
Have what? What in blazes are you talking about?
Jewelry
Don't play
with
stupid.
legendary
I said turn out
Argonian
your pockets.
craftsmanship.
Now!
I'm telling you, I don't...
Buy some
Wait, what's
armor
this
and
ring?
live to tell about
This isn't
it.
mine.
That's right, it isn't yours. You're under arrest, Branche.
This is insane. I didn't steal anything. I never saw this ring before in my entire life.
We can
Looking
do
to
this
stay
one
alive?
of two ways.
Why take a
You
chance?
can walk with me to the
Fine
keep, or I can
jewelry
drag your
here.
lifeless body. Your choice.
But I... Very well.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Looking to stay alive?
Jewelry.
Why